I want to talk about quickly before we end. Yeah, I want to talk about family, man. How is family, man? You know, like that's one of obviously the most important things, innit?
Yeah.
And fucking hell, the truth is we got through. It's like a fucking roller coaster with some of our family members.
Yeah.
We're good, we're bad, we're good.
Yeah.
Like yeah, man. Like just even in general with you, man, because this was one of the even the most important question I wanted to ask you in terms of us catching up, like in terms of like how is family, man? How are you with your family? How are things there? Like how is the energies? How are the frequencies with, you know, with loved ones? Should I say?
Yeah, I would say things grow and mature. So with that, your relationships do. So how you are with siblings and mum, it has grown, and it's lovely to have that support. And I think sometimes you appreciate that more later on. And
Absolutely.
you know, even though you might not see each other as often, but when you do see each other, it's really lovely. And you know, some people don't even have that, and it's just about to be appreciative of that. You know, because I don't know if you know, but this is the thing people are saying, like our generation, and we're not having as many kids as the previous generation. Like a lot of primary schools have closed down in South. I'm not sure about this part of London, but a lot of primary schools have closed down because there's not enough attendance.
For the first time, I'm really starting to think I think I'll be selfish if I bring another child into this crazy world. Basically, that's how I'm really starting to think. You get me? Like, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Like, a lot of people, don't really want to have kids anymore. In this,
I think there's a few reasons, but I think people are starting to realise now, and a lot more. I've been seeing a lot more kids being born recently. But what it is the kids make the future. So, kids are very important for to make a better world. It's how we teach them, what we teach them, how they're brought up. They can improve it so much. You know, talk about the state of the world. Yeah. They could be the ones that fix it. And if they're not here, how can they not fix it? Do you know what I mean? So I mean, we've all got a role to play, and our role now is to do that for the next generation. Is to help them be the change that we want to see. It takes time to make change. It takes generations, and it's not going to happen just overnight. This loads of bad stuff has been happening for loads of years. Do you know what I mean? It's not just gonna stop like that. But it's gonna take time, and you know, we've still got clean water, we've still got air to breathe, we've still got a chance.
That's true.
You know, we've still got food, lovely abundant food, fruits, natural fruits. We've still got a chance to succeed. I mean, some of the biggest evils are like how they're trying to take over the seeds now and genetically modify them and patent them so people can't keep growing their seeds. So it's important, keep your seeds, even like the kids, keep your seeds, keep your kids, teach them what you want them to know so that they can grow in organic, natural world.
Because there's a lot of artificial food, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So they're trying to take the seeds?
Yeah, you didn't know that. Monsanto. But Bill Gates is a big one involved, and they make it illegal to even share seeds, but they genetically modify seeds to say that they're going to be better to grow, more resistant to certain weather changes, climate change. Even though these seeds have been in these areas for millions of years. And then they genetically modify them so they can't reproduce. So they grow fruit that would normally have 10 seeds that they can make 20, 30 more fruits. These fruits, so they pay for the seed. The fruit that they grow doesn't even seed itself, so they can't regrow it. And then they're constantly in debt. That's why a lot of farmers were killing themselves in India, and they've done a lot of that in India and Africa.
So it's already...
They make it illegal if you've got seeds then to share them. They're trying to. Yeah, I made some posts about that.
I actually didn't
There's
even
some
know
laws and things that they're doing. It's mainly meant to be for patented seeds, but they taking natural seeds, making slight alterations, and then saying you know it's illegal to share them. So it's important to keep our natural seeds.
Because one of the ways moving forward in terms of like making sure that we look after our health is like growing your own food, innit? That's one of the biggest ways, right? And even there's a lot of people that even I see on social media, they try to go off grid, right?
Yeah.
To start their life, to grow their own food. Would you ever consider anything like that?
Oh, definitely.
Talk to
This
us.
one we were talking about the priorities.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying about living more in nature and family. Like, really, are we really free until we've got that bit of land to grow our own food?
That was even one of the questions I was going to ask you, like how, even right now, like since
We've
spoke,
got that
like,
solar power. We've
Yeah.
got that spring that we can drink from. That's freedom. That we wouldn't be slave to the system then, because we wouldn't have to rely on them.
Literally. So you're definitely considering that, like in terms of living
I think
off grid.
that's a freedom life, and that's the life I would want to show my kids and eventually create for the family, because it's gonna take some time, but that's the real way that we will be free. Otherwise, how are we free?
No, we're not free because they keep on talking about the cost of living.
It has gone up so much recently. It's
everywhere
gonna
you
keep
go.
going up.
What do you think?
So
that,
many bills, so many.
What are they trying to do? Do you think the government is trying to cripple like a certain class of people? Because it's like even with this conversation, I speak to certain people because with this, it doesn't have any race in it. With this, it affects everybody to a certain degree in it, and it's like this just keeps on going up. Like you said, prices keep on going up on nearly everything. Even your average person, like, what do you think? What do you think is the goal? Because me, like I said to people, call me naive, but I believe like if really people that really wanted to run this world, really wanted to say enough of this, like we're gonna put prices back to normal. Obviously they could do it, and these people are billionaires. But why do you think they're still trying to cripple the average person? Do you want to say why? Like I'm always asking, what are they trying to achieve in terms of like putting a pressure on us with all of these things going up, people's anxiety going up even more, all of these things. What are they trying to achieve overall? You get what I'm trying to say? Like what?
It's something that my partner's like into and teaching me about, which is still hard to get my head around. It's the whole monetary system and inflation and the whole debt system, and it all comes back to that. When they stopped putting the money based on gold, then inflation started, and that's like all these issues, and inflation's been going on for a while now, and it's just increasing. So some people say that the markets are going to crash soon. You know, some people still make a lot of money in that. It's kind of like, which side are you going to be? But again, it's a man-made system and concept, and because it's not backed on anything, it is kind of unstable. Then what we've got to get back into is like some people are investing in gold now. That's why you see gold's at an all-time high, and getting the assets like the land and actually tangible things. Like if you've got food, you've got stuff to trade with. You know, going back to that, you know, originally money is about trade. You got something, they got something. Let's trade, and that's really how it should all be. But yeah, inflation's happening, prices of everything's going up, but wages aren't going up. Rent's going up, everything, bills going up, but not wages. So it's inevitably gonna cause something, and we're just gonna have to go back to basics and. Yeah, hopefully it's going to be for the better, where we go back to more actually tangible things. Yeah, I mean, like traditionally we had like tribes and rulers of certain areas, that makes more sense. But this whole concept of the New World Order is kind of old, because even English language was made as a merchant or universal language that everyone could speak. And if we look at the big powers like, we could even see how, you know, America does dominate a lot of the world, especially the Western world, you know, and how many countries are actually that independent. There's been so many military coups, takeovers, you know, covert CIA things, where it's like, who's really already ruling certain countries anyway? It might already be like that. Anyway,
they say that the two main countries that are basically like, you know, making it difficult for this to become a reality. The two main countries, there probably obviously more, but the two main countries is apparently Russia and China that are making it difficult for all of this shit come true. And I think some countries in Africa, but yeah, I just feel like it should just be left like that.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually gonna happen. I think the only way that, this is why some people say they might stage an alien invasion or something global where everyone has to form one global thing. That's why some people are saying like they could stage one. But you know, I believe in extraterrestrials anyway, but I don't think I think they're our ancestors and they've already been here and they already still come and go and they just want us to develop. I don't think they're mean. But there might be a few of them racists that are, but I don't believe that they're gonna come down and shoot and kill everyone because we're like mixed with them anyway.
Yeah.
I think so. I believe they're already here and in contact with some people and with some governments, but they might potentially stage something like maybe using holograms, fake news, AI or something. Potentially, it's like a theory that some people have been putting out there, and that would be the only way that could make a global country or army, one joined thing. Yeah.
Some people even believe like, every time you celebrate your birthday, it's like you're causing this spell on yourself. There's so many different.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that.
So
Was
many
it Prince
beliefs.
that said that?
Yeah,
Prince
him,
doesn't
and even there's some
celebrate
people that believe it, like privately that I know. Like, what are your thoughts in terms of like just the concept of time? Because like I said, the older some of us get, it's like I feel like we get this either subconsciously or consciously. Like, like time is getting on. Like another year gone, and I haven't accomplished this. Another year gone, and you got to understand. I feel like some of us at different points in our lives, we get to this point of we feel like, this time thing, I need to start making some stuff because time is moving on. I'm getting a bit older. My fucking body's changing. But you get what I'm saying? Like, just in general, like within all of that, like, what is your concept on time, just in general? Have you reached that point yet within your, first of all, have you reached that point within your personal life and you're starting to feel like some things that obviously you don't need to tell us like on camera, but certain things within your personal life and you're starting to think, like, time is getting on a bit, like, when is that gonna improve? When is that gonna happen? You get what I'm coming from?
Oh yeah, like the past 5-10 years have gone so quick.
Yeah.
Especially the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Just like that. It's crazy. And I know some people say as you get older, time seems to go quicker. And I have felt like that. I'm still trying to grow up. Time can just go like this. So sometimes it can take me ages. Like I was late for this. Sometimes time. I'm still trying to work with time a bit more.
Yeah.
But I think like Erkot Tolle, Power of Now, puts it well because he talks about being in the present mostly. So he's like, a lot of the time we're either worried for the future, or we're sad about the past. So it's like we're thinking about the past and future and we're not actually living in the present. I think this is so what I'm gone back to Erkot Tolle as well, and to listen to his audiobooks a bit more is to get a grips with this present moment, because I think when we get more to grips with that, time won't feel so fleeting. And that's what he said. He said time is actually a product of the mind.
The mind.
Isn't it the fourth dimension is time? So to go beyond the fourth dimension with the fifth dimension, it's like meditate. Like I said, meditation does help because that brings you to the presentness of the fifth. Yeah. So time. Time obviously exists though. We are here for a certain time on Earth. Yeah. That is the reality of Earth. We have got a certain, our biological body. It's our spirit that doesn't adhere to time. So our physical body does. So we have to look after it, and we have to know that, it is going to change, and we have to look after ourselves, and we have to just be all right with that. That's part of our human nature. Babies grow. You used to be a baby once. I used to be a baby once. Time exists.
It's true. What are your thoughts in terms of even just burial or cremation? Like, have you ever thought about them kind of thing? Because I've always told people in general, and the older I get, I don't want to get buried, I don't want to get cremated, man. And just dash my ashes somewhere like in a river back home. Yeah.
Like I know sometimes in hotter countries, like in India, they cremate more. Yeah. There's like the population, it just doesn't make sense for them to bury. Plus, that's some people saying like the land that it takes. But like I know in Spain they've got like things as well, like stacks that you could come and see the person, but it's like they've got their own drawer like of ashes and
ashes.
Things. Yeah. Because sometimes people want a little shrine to go to remember their relatives. Yeah. That's why some people do it. I mean, me personally, I always thought more cremation, but I know they've invented these mycelium coffins now, like made out of mushroom mycelium, that helps the body to decompose.
Okay.
And become like into the earth, like become nutrients for the earth. And there's also like where you can get buried and under a tree, it's like be food for the tree. So I mean, there's things to think about. I haven't quite made up my mind fully.
Hey, my sister, that's the word of the dead. Be food for the tree.
Yeah.
Lay of flesh and your body be food for the tree.
Yeah.
Okay.